Hi, what problem have you find people having when they are new to the country?
When people come into a new country, it's a big change for them, especially people with background such as asylum and fleeing their own country for persecution. They arrive into a new country, it's a cultural shock for them, everything is new. A lot of people are not aware of the system, which is the benefit system, the support, the finding a new home. Just being inside a new home, it's difficult. It's sometimes as simple as getting to the market, to the shops. A lot of people, when arrived into this country, found the supermarkets, the big supermarkets, a big shock to them when they were used to shopping at local markets in their own country. Also language barrier and a lot of sometimes destitution and lack of money.
So how do you support people?
I am part of the Refugee Integration Services here at the Scottish Refugee Council, and we offer clients newly granted refugees holistic assessment and what I mean is holistic service. By this I mean we do help the client with their education, with their housing, with their employment and welfare. We do work with external agencies towards the client's best interest. We also do advise clients, offer advocacy and information.
Okay, how can people get support from your service?
People can present at the Scottish Refugee Council and discuss their issues. According to their needs and abilities, we do help the client. Sometimes the client, for example, present here because they have money issues, their benefits has been cut or they've been sanctioned by the job centre. And sometimes a client would present because they want to volunteer and take part in the service, and we do appreciate that. And what we do here is we promote clients' resilience.
Okay, what do you think we need more support with in Glasgow?
I think this is a very broad question, but I think the Scottish Government has been absolutely great with supporting the Scottish Refugee Council. In Glasgow, I would say from my experience with my clients, I would work on offering more ESOL classes, making them maybe longer in hours, in time, and more approachable. A lot of the clients find it difficult to get to using transportation when money is very limited.
Okay, what is the biggest challenge you face in your work?
It is that there are plenty of challenges, but one of the challenges with what I do is the introduction of the welfare reform, and that's what I mean is changes to the benefit system. The DWP is introducing the universal credit, and that's a big change to people, and it is a bit confusing for us, so let alone for clients.
Okay, what challenge with money do people face when they are new to the country?
When people get granted, this is when we start working with them. So we would make applications and we would advise them on their entitlements and rights. When it comes to money, it is this question will be answered by going through all of this, and we also have this benefits booklet for people who come from abroad, so it is quite wide. But the main thing at the moment we're facing is sanction. People have just been granted, they're new to the benefit system, their English is limited, they do have to sign a claimant commitment with the job centre where they barely understand, because the whole system is new to them. Moving from the asylum accommodation and the NAS support, which is a support provided by the Home Office, to the mainstream benefit is a big jump, and people don't get plenty of time. They get 28 days move on period. In this 28 days, they are not trained about the welfare benefit. They're not learning the language in this period of time, so it is quite hard for people to start signing and promising to find job, and then they go out in the market. The job market is not that easy to get used to and find a job in order to satisfy the job centre requirement. And if they're not meeting the requirement of the commitment claimant, then they are sanctioned. And what I mean by that is DWP is denying them from their payment. They're cutting the job seekers allowance, and by this they are leaving basically the client in destitution. Opening a bank account is not one of the straightforward procedure for the client. The bank requirement is from the client is to provide an entitlement letter from the benefit delivery centre and national insurance number letter, which can take a while to arrive and sometimes can get lost in the post when people change their address within the 28 period, the move on period. And also they will ask for the biometrical card, which is the biometrical resident permit. You have to provide all these three to the bank. Sometimes what happens is because of the change of address, the national insurance number would have gone to a different address from the current address, and they won't accept that. Or a single letter, if your name was mistakenly put by a single letter on each and every one, they will not accept an opening to open a bank account. And that's quite frustrating for clients. It's a process that I've noticed can take over a year with some people to get to open a bank account. So, and sometimes a client would present to a bank with one document and they will open a bank account. So it's not something the Scottish Refugee Council can basically control.